There is an animal in the ocean that looks less like a squid than a message from another world. Its body is small, but below it, 10 pale appendages hang like wires, disappearing into the darkness. Some individuals stretch beyond 6 meters, and scientists still do not know exactly how they capture their prey. It does not rush toward the camera. It does not roar. It simply waits in the dark. For most of human history, no one knew the adult form of this creature was even out there. Then deep-sea cameras began recording silhouettes that seemed too strange to belong to any familiar animal. The creature had fins like wings and arms that appeared to bend into impossible angles. Researchers gave it a name that sounds almost ordinary: the big fin squid, a member of the genus Magnapinna. But the deeper scientists looked, the more questions this animal seemed to create, instead of answer. To understand why Magnapinna remained hidden, you first have to understand the world it lives in. Sunlight fades quickly beneath the surface, and eventually even the faintest blue glow is gone. At these depths, the water is cold, the pressure is immense, and the darkness is almost complete. A remotely operated vehicle becomes a tiny island of light inside an ocean that has no horizon. Its cameras can only reveal a narrow window, leaving nearly everything outside the frame unseen. Most dives pass without a big fin squid encounter. The camera may search for hours and find nothing. That rarity makes every sighting feel less like an observation and more like an accidental meeting. The squid is not usually found washed ashore, displayed in aquariums, or captured in fishing nets. Instead, scientists assembled its story from fragments, brief videos.
Decades later, cameras working far below the surface recorded animals with the same haunting family resemblance. The most famous early encounters arrived from submersibles and remotely operated vehicles exploring several different oceans. In 2001, Mbari reported footage captured by the remotely operated vehicle Tiburon near the coast of Oahu. The animal filmed there was estimated to measure between 4 and 5 meters from end to end. Images from that sighting were studied alongside several other mysterious encounters recorded in distant parts of the world. What scientists saw was not a giant predator charging through the water, but something quieter and stranger. The squid seemed to suspend itself in place, with its delicate filaments hanging beneath it like fishing lines. Its most recognizable feature is not its body, but the broad pair of fins crowning its mantle. Those fins give Magnapinna its name, which refers to the unusually large fins carried by the animal. Below the head are 8 arms and 2 tentacles, forming 10 appendages that can appear nearly identical. Near the body, the appendages remain thicker, reaching outward before turning sharply downward into thin filaments. The bends look almost mechanical, but they are not bones, hinges, or rigid joints inside the animal. Far below those bends, the narrow filaments continue downward, sometimes extending many times beyond the body length. A big fin squid can exceed 6 meters, yet most of that extraordinary measurement belongs to these fragile appendages. They are not thick tentacles designed for a dramatic struggle. They are fine threads carrying microscopic suckers. Scientists think those suckers may trap small prey that drift into contact with the squid's hanging arms. Another possibility is that the filaments sometimes trail near the seafloor,
searching the sediment.
Bigfin squid have appeared in deep waters around the world, suggesting a hidden life spread across the abyss. In 2021, NOAA recorded an adult near the West Florida escarpment in the Gulf of Mexico. That squid was filmed at a depth of 2,385 meters, more than 2 kilometers beneath the surface. By then, scientists already knew the animal could survive even farther below the reach of sunlight. In 2025, another bigfin squid appeared more than 5,100 meters deep near the Cook Islands. At that depth, the animal occupies a world almost entirely separated from ordinary human experience. NOAA has also reported bigfin squid more than 6,200 meters below the surface, inside the Hadal Zone. That makes Magnapinna the deepest living squid currently known to science, an animal adapted to extreme darkness. The deeper its range extends, the more difficult it becomes to understand how often these animals truly appear. Every sighting expands the map, but the map is still mostly empty space surrounded by unanswered questions. Scientists still do not fully understand its diet, its reproduction, its lifespan, or its daily movements. The long-armed form is known mainly through fleeting images, each captured by machines passing through an enormous wilderness. What makes Magnapinna unsettling is not that it behaves like a monster, but that it does not need to. It reminds us that entire lives can unfold in the ocean without ever entering the human world. And if something this strange can remain almost unseen, what else is moving through the deepest dark?